didn't sign up for this. Will No Mercy dealt Has fatal blow, hire fact-checker and lawyer to sue Spare. It seems the royal rift between Prince William and Prince Harry has been taken to a whole new level. Prince Harry's upcoming book promises to be controversial, and the rift that has grown between him and Prince William is unlikely to be healed by this book, a royal commentator has said. Richard Fitzwilliams suggested that the Duke of Sussex may write that he feels overshadowed by his brother and heir to the throne. The Duke's highly anticipated memoirs were announced as being titled Spare, the publisher revealed today. Its publication will also come almost exactly 4 months before Prince Harry's father, King Charles III, is coronated. It had previously been reported that William had retained counsel to advise on how best to respond to the new memoir of Sussexes, and that it secured legal advice prior to the book being published. Reports now indicate that he's fed up with how much royal tea has really been spilled, and he prepared to have a lawyer in place to defend the honour of the royal family. William is up in the ante now to make sure he's properly represented in the instance that Meghan and Prince Harry continue to cause upheaval within the royal family. It appears that his tolerance has run thin, and he's now getting ready to protect the family's name and reputation against further scandal triggered by Meghan and Harry. The Daily Mail's Richard Eden can reveal that William has been employing a fact-checker for Harry's memoir. Harry must not have foreseen the dire consequences of writing such a memoir aimed squarely at William. Reacting to the announcement of the new memoir, royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams told us, "This is not a book that should have been published, certainly not in the early months of his father King Charles's reign. When someone refers to themselves as a spare, it is at best cynical and at worst derogatory. As a future queen, it was sometimes said Diana's duty was to produce an heir and a spare. The title is a resentful Harry trying to get his own back for the cruel jibe separating him from brother and future monarch William." He said Spare, the title of Harry's book, is desperately sad. Is that what he still thinks of himself? After all the therapy, a wife he worships and freedom he longed for, he's still full of resentment and out to get his own back. You can see it in his eyes on the cover. Referencing the now famous image of a young William and Harry walking behind their mother's coffin, the memoir said, "It was one of the most searing images of the 20th century. 2 young boys, 2 princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow." As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling, and how their lives would play out from that point onwards. For Harry, this is that story at last. The title appears to be a reference to the often coined saying, which dates back to when families were expected to produce more than one child for inheritance purposes, as it was more likely that the first might perish. The description went on to say Spare would provide raw, unflinching honesty with insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief. Mr. Fitzwilliams commented, "Harry's choice of title, published almost 3 years to the day when the Sussexes announced they were stepping back, only subsequently to step down as senior working royals, is ominous. It's raw, unflinching, and this means controversial."